Okay, hello. So today, 15-minute meditation. We're going to work in two different shapes. We're going to start seated, and you are welcome to sit freely, sit on your knees, cross your legs, or sit against a wall. And then we're also going to head down onto our back if that's something you're comfortable with. So I would recommend, if you have blocks, grab them, or anything that's block shaped works. If you have a bolster, grab it. You might also want to use a seat cushion, any big pillows that you have, even pillows that you sleep with. We're going to do a light heart opening in this meditation to kind of get ourselves all set up. But first things first, find a comfortable seat. So whatever that means for you. So for now, if you were thinking about the wall, stay away from the wall so we can get our shoulders opened up. I'm going to stay on my knees, but I am going to take a block and put it underneath my knees. Let's get our timer set there. Draw yourself into a nice tall seat. Just pull your hip bones up, belly back, and then just start to roll your shoulders. So this doesn't have to even match your breath. Just let them be, really juicy, really luxurious rolls. Really kind of get those shoulder blades to squeeze together, drag down your back, and then release and let yourself hunch forward. Couple of those heading backwards, and then squeeze, lift, release, hunch forward. Couple of those hunching forward as well. Just get the chest a little bit open here. Good. And once you've done a few of those, you're just going to swing your arms up high to the sky. Gaze is going to go up. Pull your belly in. Gaze up. Big exhale. Arms will swing down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. For this one, hands through, heart center, chin to chest. Settle yourself in. Sit up a little bit taller in your seat. Take a big breath in. Big sigh out. Start to slow everything down. Breath in. Through your nose, breath out. Good. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. Give your palms a nice firm press together so you're equally pushing into either side. Wrap your shoulders down your back and then drag your shoulder blades towards your backbones. You're just going to gaze to the left and center. Gaze to the right and center. To the left and center. To the right and center. And now left ear, left shoulder. And center, right ear, right shoulder, and center. Push those palms, left ear, left, and center, right ear, right, and center. Good. Release your arms, swing them up nice and tall. As you exhale, draw them behind your back. You're going to cross one forearm on top of the other. So I'll flip around real quick to show you. Blocks down. There we go. Awkward turnaround. And you're going to pull your shoulder blades apart. So instead of letting yourself hunch, pull them apart, sit deep, lengthen behind your neck. Just take a breath in and take a breath out. Again, breath in and out. Good. Gently release that. Arms swing up nice and tall. And you're going to switch that out. So opposite forearm first. Flip it around. Good. I think I already did that side. There we go. Lengthen behind the neck. Sit deep into the butt bones. Lift your hip bones up long behind your neck. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Good. Inhale, swoop your arms up nice and high. Gaze up. Good. And then as you exhale, you're going to pull your hands one more time through heart center. I'll flip around so I'm facing you. Find that nice, comfortable, tall seat. Let's start to slow everything down even more. So we'll be here for a few minutes. So if you would prefer to sit up against a wall, go for it. If you would prefer to have your legs crossed, now's the time. Just make those adjustments. You're going to rest your hands on your thighs. If your legs are crossed, might be more like your knees. Palms are down if you want to ground. Palms will flip up to receive. Make your butt bones heavier wherever you are. Feel your hip bones drag up and let your chest get wide. Top of your head is going to float towards the ceiling. Butt bones drag down into the earth. Soften in your joints but feel supported through your spine. Take a deep breath in. Soft breath out. Breath in, let your belly expand. Breath out, let your belly soften. Breath in, let your belly expand. Breath out, let your belly soften. Good. Really feel the rib cage get a bit more active as you breathe in. Feel your ribs puff forward and back and side to side. And let that go. Gently start to seal your lips. Drag air in through your nose. And out through your nose. In through your nose. And out through your nose. Start to listen a little bit closely, more closely to the rhythm of your breath. Notice if there are any places where there's pause, where you can smooth it out a bit. Perhaps you can deepen the texture of your breath. And notice where your attention's being drawn. If there are parts of your body that are talking to you a little more loudly than others. If there are places that might need a little movement so you can help them soften, go ahead, feel free to take that. There's no need to be completely stagnant and still. The body is alive, the breath is moving. Then each inhale, imagine you can sit up just a little bit taller. And each exhale, feel your body get just a little bit softer. Just a few more rounds of breath here till we'll switch postures. Allow each inhale to fill you up from head to toe. Ribs expand, torso expands, joints have more life, more breath. And let each exhale fully empty you. That can get a little bit trickier as you empty to not strain and press at the bottom. But allow that emptying to be just a soft wisp. Good. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Deep and full in. Full and deep out. Sit up just a little bit taller. Deep and full in. Full and deep out. Good. So if you're in a really comfortable seat, you feel like this is a place you could stay for several more minutes, I want you just to stay as you are. If you're choosing to stay where you are, you're going to place your right hand over your heart and your left hand on your belly. If that seems to bother your shoulders, hands can go right back to your thighs. Other choices you have is if you're not sitting against the wall, but you enjoy sitting up, I want you to go ahead and draw yourself up against the wall. Again, legs will cross. You'll let the spine rest onto the wall. You'll sit up nice and tall. If you're in a kneeling position and that feels good, you're going to keep yourself like that. If not, I'm certainly going to need a little leg shake. Give yourself a little leg shake. We're going to head onto our back for those of us that feel comfortable with it, and you have a couple options. You're welcome to lay flat on your back if that feels good to you. I would love a little heart opening for all of us, so I'm choosing to use a bolster. It's a gentle heart lift. A pillow cushion would also work really well, or a more firm pillow, or maybe 2 of them would work really nicely. If you want even more of a lift, you're going to go ahead and grab 2 blocks and set them up parallel to each other like a number 11. You'll roll yourself down sideways if you're pregnant. You'll put your shoulder blades on those blocks. And then let your head rest on the other block. You'll have to play around, wiggle around until the shoulder blades are comfortable on the blocks and your head is comfortable. I always prefer the block for my head just a little bit taller. So you're welcome to rest here. This is a far more active heart opener if that feels good to you. Legs can extend, feet can touch, or knees can touch. That's the same if you're flat on your back or not. For me today, I'm going to go a little more gentle and choose the bolster. An option like a bolster, again, would be either pillow cushions or just pillows in general. So you're going to lay that bolster on the middle of your mat. You're going to nudge the small of your back all the way up against that bolster. Snuggle yourself in. I am going to use blocks for my knees. Roll myself down into space. Flip those blocks up a little. Get my legs situated, wiggle yourself around, and then just settle yourself in. Arms will extend wide if you're on your back. Let your palms flip up if they haven't already. Any adjustments you might need to make, now's the time to make them. Check in and notice that every part of you is comfortable. Whether you're leaning against the wall or you're laying on your back, you want some element of softness in the body. And then a little bit of heart racing as we wiggled ourselves around. So start to settle everything down again. Take a deep breath in. Nice big open mouth sigh out. Breath in. Breath out. And go ahead and seal your lips. Take a breath in through your nose. Soft breath out. Good. Wherever you are, check in with the back of your neck. See if you can feel the top of your head float away from your shoulders. And if you're using the wall or the ground or bolster or block, press the top of your head into that space and then wrap your shoulders down your back. So your shoulder blades slide all the way down your back. Shoulder blades will draw towards each other so the heart gets just a little bit of a puff. Arms and chest are expansive, a gentle opening through the heart. Depending on where you're sitting, you might feel a little bit more or a little bit less. Keep the breath moving smooth and deep in. Smooth and deep out. If eyes haven't already blinked closed, let that happen. Nothing to see. Just taking a moment to dive a bit deeper inward. And then again, start to feel where the breath is in the body. Is it sitting in the belly? Is it all the way up by your chest or in your throat? And can you start dropping the breath a little bit deeper so you really notice if there's a lot of air in the chest? Encourage it just to drop lower and lower into the ribs. Now that we've started to feel the heart expand just a little bit, check in with the shoulders, the arms, and see if they're happy wherever they are, whether you're seated or lying down. If you need a new placement for your shoulders and you're lying down, sometimes people prefer hip bones, hands on belly. You might like one hand heart, one hand belly if that feels good to you. You might prefer a cactus shape above your head. If you're sitting upright and you have a hand on heart and belly and that still feels good, keep it. Otherwise, you're welcome to explore other placement of the arms, maybe just down to the thighs, maybe on the knees. And then once again, head back to the breath. Deep and full in. Full and soft out. And then start to drive your awareness a little deeper and just notice what sounds you're hearing around you. Maybe sounds that are distracting you off of your mat, out of this meditation. And see if you can let those sounds just soften and distance. I know I can hear a race of the cars, my neighbor upstairs, some passersby outside. See if you can let those sounds get a little farther and farther away with each exhale you take. Allow your body to start dropping heavier into any part of your body that's touching something, whether it be the wall, the ground, your mat, your blocks, your bolster, your towels, your pillows. Let those parts of you that are touching something get heavier. And the parts of you that are freely floating above, let them get softer. Feel the skin start to release, the muscles relax from the joints. Let the blood just pulse through the body. And start to draw your attention even deeper inside. And notice what's going on inside of your mind. Notice what is important to you today, what chatting is happening inside that brain of yours. And see if you can let it soften. Knowing that whatever information is still whirling around in there will be there in the next few moments when we finish our meditation. But for now, this space is for you and about you. Let your mind be filled with 2 words only. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I'll leave you here in silence for our last full minute of meditation. If you feel comfy and happy where you are, I want you just to stay there and can continue to breathe smooth and deep and slow. If you're ready to move on, gently start to bring awareness back into your fingers, into your toes. Maybe let the legs lengthen wherever they are. Maybe take a big reach up overhead, whether that be towards the sky or to your mat behind you. Let the neck gently move, the jaw softly open and close. And if you are on your back, you're going to softly roll yourself onto your side. If you're up on blocks, it'll be a ways down. If you're on a bolster, not so far. But just roll yourself into a fetal position, and then we'll all draw ourselves up into a nice comfortable seat. If you're already there, you're ahead of the game. Maybe you want to switch out your legs if they're crossed. Blocks are, of course, there for support if you need them. Give your shoulders a few rolls, just like we started. Up and back, up and back, up and forward. Soft roll of the neck, chin drops, right ear to right shoulder. Chin drops, left ear to left shoulder. Chin drops, right ear to right shoulder. Chin drops, left ear to left shoulder. Neutralize the spine, hands this time just up to heart center. Feel your butt bones drop heavy, your head float light. Take a deep breath in, fill up. Nice soft breath out. Melt your chin into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Through your nose, focused exhale, let that go. Take a moment in silence here as long as you'd like. I always find that this is a wonderful place just to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for taking the time for yourself. And take a few moments to say thank you for everything in your life that you are grateful for. Last inhale. Last exhale. And that's it, 15-minute meditation. Hopefully it felt a little bit quicker. I know sometimes those longer meditations can feel so crazy long, but switching positions often helps. And know that anytime you're in a meditation, I personally, as far as I'm concerned with meditation, there's no need just to sit completely still. The body gets tense, it starts to hurt, it gets really distracting. So if at any point in time you need to take a break, a little release, let something go, and then head back into it or switch positions, especially as your meditation times get longer, go for it. We're all practicing here. We're all learning. It is a meditation practice, not a meditation perfect. So I hope you feel better. I hope you feel calmer, set up for the day or for bed, wherever you're headed. And I will see you guys later. Bye.